What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. And it's match week 4. Premier League has returned, and yeah, we've got some big games this weekend. We've got some big games the weekend after as well. But obviously, I think every game, the first 10 games of the season is always quite a big like game, if you know what I mean. So this will be out on the same day I've recorded it. But yeah, if you do like these videos, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. 'Cause we're trying to reach 700 subscribers. Like probably by the end of the year, that's the most likely to be the goal. We're gonna aim for that, and we're gonna try and keep pushing to get to that 1,000 as well at some point, anytime soon. And yeah, we'll just get straight into it. Try and not waste any time. Try and get this video out as soon as I can, so as people can see these predictions. So first game, obviously we've got the Saturday kickoff, 12:30. No one ever likes that fixture. It's the worst fixture. Like early kickoffs, it's not. No one likes them. But we've obviously, because we've got predictions to do, we're gonna go for it anyway. Um, both teams, Arsenal look good. They like not incredible because they've only seemed to do the whole tactic again of from the corners and set pieces. Obviously, they have scored from open play, but they do like that tactic of going for set pieces more than anything. But got Forest thing. They've got Ange Postecoglou in now, so that could be a big turning point again for Forest in improving their team. I'm going to go for a 1-1 for this game. This could easily, like I say, every single week could easily be a massive mistake in my prediction, but we're going to go for it anyway, and I'm going to go 1-1 Arsenal and Forest. Next game we've got is Bournemouth versus Brighton. Brighton coming off the back of beating Man City. It's an interesting one because Man City don't look the greatest. Obviously, they beat Wolves, and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, the thing." But I do feel like Bournemouth are they're very good attacking wise. They're very good on the counter, and for that reason, I've gone with a Bournemouth win 2-1. Brighton do look good as well. Obviously, they've beat Man City. Man City's got great players, so that's a good point to go for Brighton's side. But overall, I think Bournemouth will just take it like in this game because to me, Bournemouth look the better side from the first couple of weeks that I've seen of the season. Next one we've got is obviously these are all 3 o'clock kickoffs on Saturday. I completely forget mentioning about that. But next game we've got is Crystal Palace versus Sunderland. I think this is going to be a game full of goals. Obviously, Sunderland look really good since they've come up from the Prem. They've got some brilliant signings like Xhaka. They brought is it Mukiele from Leipzig or wherever he came from in the end. They've got so many good players. I know he came from PSG actually, but so many good players that they've brought in. It's just depending if they can keep performing together as a new squad, because obviously that's going to be the challenge in itself. But Palace as well, they look great. They've lost Eze. They've still got Gahey. They managed to keep him. So I think, to me, I think Palace will take this, but I think there's going to be goals. I think it's going to be 3-2 to Crystal Palace for this one. Next one we've got is Everton versus Villa. Grealish playing against Villa at another new team. Grealish has just won, as literally it was announced probably about an hour ago, that he's won the Player of the Month, which is well deserved. With 4 assists in the first 3 games. That is a scary thing because obviously Everton, they were down in the dumps, should we call it, and they've got a supplier of Grealish's ability in their team, and they look incredible from point. Not all the time, but at certain points they look incredible. And I just feel like they're going to take this game, but only 1-0. Villa don't look that great at all so far this season. They look a bit shaky. They defensive wise, they don't look normal. They don't seem like the Villa that we've known for the last couple of years. Something's not right with them, but obviously I'm not sure what that one will be. Newcastle versus Wolves. This is going to be another interesting game. I know I've completely missed a game here. Ignore that. Fulham versus Leeds. Leeds, they just. I'll just go straight for this one. Fulham 2-0. Leeds don't look great at all. Fulham always look good attacking wise. And yeah, I'm just going to go Fulham 2-0 win. Leeds don't. To me, might not have a chance. But obviously, any Leeds fans are in that watch this, I do apologise if I've just jumped straight to the gun there. I just don't feel like they will get a result out of that game. Newcastle versus Wolves. Newcastle have now the controversy all back. Isaac's gone. They've got that new striker. I don't remember his name. It's like Wolf something. Wolf's Mead or something like that. But beside him, he'll be most likely starting in this game, I guess. But I just don't feel like Wolves are overly that good because of obviously losing so many players. I don't really think they've got that many good attacking players. They might have brought more people in transfer deadline day without even knowing. They might have some surprise players in their package, which could easily change this game up a bit. But I've gone with a 3-0 win to Newcastle just because I feel like new players. They've got a good midfield still. Their defence is quite solid for Newcastle. So I feel like they'll probably cruise this game. If they don't, then obviously there's discussions to be had about Newcastle in general and performances. Next game we've got is West Ham versus Tottenham. Tottenham, they look good at the start. They beat Man City, then they lost in the last game to Burnley, wasn't it? Or no, not Burnley. I don't know who they lost. I can't remember who they lost to. Let me have a quick look up here for you. So Tottenham lost to Bournemouth. So a team that I've already said is going to win this week of football. So West Ham don't look that good, but then they managed to beat Forest 3-0 in the last lot of games. So for that purpose, I think West Ham might have they might find some form. Tottenham might lose form. I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw between these two teams. The next game we've got is Brentford versus Chelsea. Chelsea still undefeated. Obviously, 2 wins and a draw. Brentford, they look a bit shaky. Probably new players settling in and all that kind of stuff still. I'm going to go with a 3-1 win to Chelsea. Chelsea, I think they'll still carry on their undefeated start to the season. And just like the next game, Burnley versus Liverpool. Liverpool don't look the greatest, not going to lie. I'm a Liverpool fan myself. A lot of people that watch this will know that. Liverpool have been, like I say, not the greatest. We've managed to only win the games by late winners, and that is a scary thing because obviously if we can't get them winners, then it's going to be either a draw or a loss or whatever. But Burnley, obviously the newly promoted team, they've got a couple of good players in. Like Lyle Foster, the one up front, he had a disallowed goal the other week that should have counted, and that probably would have given Burnley the win for that game. So I'm still going to go for a Liverpool win. Liverpool will be the same as Chelsea, staying undefeated. I'm going to go with a 4-1 win to Liverpool. I think Burnley will give Liverpool a game and a half, but then all of a sudden will break Burnley down and their defence will struggle with like the pace of the game and all that kind of stuff. And the last game is the biggest game of the weekend, which is the Manchester Derby. Normally this game's always end to end, it's always entertaining. I will most likely be watching it as a neutral from football side. Obviously, I'm a Liverpool fan, but neutral for watching all kinds of football. And yeah, I just feel like they are going to get one of these teams is going to get the win. and I've gone with Man City. Man United still don't look great at all. Like they've managed to scrape a couple of wins. A lucky win against Burnley, by the way. That was an interesting game the other week, and I feel like they got generally lucky. Penalty, they got that penalty, which I generally don't think was a penalty because the player was already going down before any sort of contact was made. So that's up for debate there, to be fair. But I'm going to go with the 2-1 win to Manchester City. But yeah, we're going to get straight, obviously, into the after this one. We're going to straight away record game week 5 because why not? Because we need to get them sorted because there'll be a point where I won't be able to record them because I won't be here. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you agree with any of my predictions, let me know in the comments. If you want to make your own predictions in the comments, feel free to do that so as well. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, we'll be back for the next